Just put down that worthless book and tell me what happened in the academia.
This is not just some worthless book. Do you have any idea how difficult it is to find a physical book like this in Sumeru?
It doesn't matter. It's probably just another thing that you used your authority to get your hands on anyway. Just put it aside. Listen, I came back today only to hear that the sages have disappeared.
Oh, you sound surprised. I thought you would already know the inside story.
Would I be here asking you if I knew? You're the scribe, not me. So just tell me what you know already.
Well, I almost became a sage.
Huh?
Oh, don't sound too surprised now. You're the renowned Kaveh, light of the Ksharawar. Besides, as a master builder and craftsman, chances are you'll be appointed as a sage too.
Why do I feel like you don't really mean it?
Huh. What makes you say that? Why would you question my heartfelt sincerity?
Maybe it's because you've never said anything good about me before.
Yeah, well, I share a similar sentiment, and anyone who knows you as well as I do would surely do the same.
Oh, you... See? This is why I hate discussing anything with you. Your ridiculous and arrogant attitude always gets in the way.
It seems that you really can't stand my personality.
Ha! What was your first clue?
Well, then you might as well move out of my house.
Are you threatening me? Stooping to a new low, I see. Ugh, and don't change the subject. You, a sage? What a joke. The academia might as well just close tomorrow.
Are they having a fight?
Forget what's going on with the academia. Haven't you been busy with your construction project? Tell me, when are you going to build yourself a mansion?
Don't get me started. I get angry just thinking about it.
So, what great building did our master architect work on this time?
Like I need to tell you. Keep your nose out of my business.
No, I think we deserve to know. Where were you when Sumeru needed you most?
I was in the desert for a large project, but considering Haravatat's utter ignorance of architectural and aesthetic matters, you probably wouldn't understand. Which is truly unfortunate. I can only pity the man who doesn't understand the first thing about beauty and romance. Unlike a true... Hold on, wait a second. What do you mean by when Sumeru needed me most?
Well, while you were out fiddling around in the desert, many people came together to save Sumeru from a crisis.
Ha! And you think I'd believe that?
Look, all you really need to know is that Azar and all his accomplices have all been overthrown.
Huh? What nonsense are you talking about?
It's no skin off my nose if you don't believe me. It's not like my Darshan was the one trying to apply for funding from the Grand Sage. Yours, though, on the other hand...
You know what? I'll ask around. I'm sure someone knows what's going on here. You're dead if I find out you're lying to me.
Oh, it's you
We're running some errands.
Letter?
Neela said she sent...
If she addressed the letter to all... I've been busy these days.
Have you always been so busy with...
Of course not. I'm only busy these days because several sages have been dismissed recently.
Kainari told us...
That is already the best possible ending for the likes of them. 4 of the 6 great sages were possessed by their desire for power and attempted to create a new god. In order to pull it off...
Yeah, you're right.
Yes. It's said that when the academia was first founded, the Dendro Archon herself established the 6th great school. Numerous Darshans have sprung up now. Among the 6, unfortunately...
So who's managing...
Yes.
Oh, didn't you just say something about becoming a sage? If they pick you, then we'd have a huge connection.
Yes, about that. The person in charge of personnel affairs nominated me to be the Grand Sage in place of Azar and help Lesser Lord Kusanali manage the academia.
Huh? But
I'm not even interested in being one of the 6 great sages. Like I said before, I don't...
Oh, all right.
That's not my job either. I'm only responsible for handling important affairs within the academia before the new sages take off. And the first thing...
By the way, who was that other...
Do we look like friends?
Paimon doesn't know.
His name is Kaveh, my roommate. You could... Which is exactly why he always has so many problems.
So everything that's happened recently must be a huge change for the people.
Such as the work of the academia squad.
Well, anyway, no matter how busy you are, since you are...
All right.
This is Port Ormos. Now where could
Is that Paimon I hear?
Huh?
Oh, it's been a while.
Dunyarzad! It's been so long since we've seen you!
I'm doing well. I can go as far... I don't know if you've heard, but Alazar has completely disappeared, and all the patients have recovered.
You kidding? Knowing them and the connections...
Yeah!
That's right. My lady is feeling better now, so I'm accompanying her for...
Why do you still call me that, Dia? You've already informed my father of...
I guess I'm just used to calling you my lady. Old habits die hard.
Resignation?
Yeah, I might start losing my edge if I keep being a bodyguard for the Homayanis.
You know that my parents and I are fond of you, and that we appreciate you very...
I'm not a woman that's easily... When I took this job, I had already decided that I'd quit as soon as you recovered. It's time for me to get back...
So what are you gonna do now if you're not gonna...
I want to take a risky job.
Huh? But we literally just...
I know. If I hadn't joined in that plan with you, I guess I still get fired up by that feeling of going all out in a fight. It made me realize life is short, and I'm happy that I got to be a part of that operation. But the whole thing also...
Well, I remember...
You mean I'll hate them?
We just came from talking...
Did he tell you that he suggested that I come work?
What?
I heard that Azar and his cronies fell from power, and all...
Whoa. Paimon can't see you being anything other than a mercenary.
Ugh, forget about it. I wouldn't last 10... I'll hate them probably just like the way I worked and knew I'm good enough.
But you know, if you take... Because you're super...
The Matra have all the talent they need as long as... In fact, I chose this job from the very start because...
Even if being a mercenary means...
A lion has to return to the wild sooner or later. If anything, being your bodyguard has been unfamiliar territory.
I don't want to see you go, but...
I'm glad to hear you say... Come on, no need for the sad face. It's not like we'll never meet again. Once the whole Dendro Archon thing is settled, everything ensues. But a peaceful society will probably mean less demand for mercenaries like me. Before long, we'll be a dying breed. So I'd better get to work while I still can.
Huh?
Well, no, not yet at least. I promised my lady I'd stick around until next week.
So, have you been in Port Ormos this entire time? We were wondering if you had received...
Oh, did...
She heard that you were seen in Port...
Huh. It was probably sent to the inn that we're staying. My lady has been very energetic lately and keeps taking me on hikes.
Right, and we tend to leave quite early in the morning, so the old man on duty...
So what it really sounds like is that the person on duty is always asleep.
I bet the letter's at the reception desk. I'll go.
No wonder there wasn't a reply. You never received the letter. Good thing you...
Sorry to make you two
It must be something important for...
Yes!
Great! I'll be sure.
Count me in too. But is there some sort of dress code or anything for the feast?
Since it's being organized by Nilu, I don't think she'll be too picky about that. If anything...
All right, then.
The feast will be held in 2 days, so don't...
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Oh, by the way,
The General Mahamatra always comes and goes without a trace.
Oh,
But last time we met, he mentioned that he had... As for Rahman, your guess is as good as mine. I only remember he said that he had something to discuss with Sino. Don't mention it.
alright, It's been a while since we last visited Aru village. Ah, there's Sino!
What brings you here?
We recovered well.
It seems Gandharva...
And
That's good to hear.
yeah,
You're welcome.
but why are you...
Meetings.
Oh,
I've already... But you know one of the
Oh, by King Deshret's blessing, my friend suddenly appears in the desert.
Roman!
Oh,
Oh,
Don't worry,
I see.
I'm doing...
Same here.
oh,
Yeah.
All right, well, I've decided to...
what?
It's not that I will no longer pursue... I plan to...
Wow.
Sataria, she can't teach up
Yes, that is the...
the people of the stars.
Oh, please. Where's all of...
You just...
Sataria's idea will bring much good.
At first, as you know, all knowledge is under their surveillance and control. But what I heard at that time has been haunting my heart. As if there were... Sitar... These words, I gathered up...
Azar has received much needed punishment.
Lord Sino, my plan was able...
You're all doing...
Aside from that,
Lesser Lord Kusanal, I applied for a few bad...
that's
Apart from this, we must be persistent.
This is the first... Remember these words. Here lies our faithful... I hope people...
Enough about us.
No, not at all. Neither wanted to... A celebration feast will be held in 2 days at the feast. Will also... although...
Celebration? It's the first...
Tainari was right.
It's rare to see that...
No, not really.
Well,
I'm afraid I won't... The messages. I'm sorry for how... You and... Please keep...
Okay, we've got all that. Our job here is complete.
Got it.
Should we really? Today's the big day! Let's go to the...
Next on the agenda... We're way behind schedule.
Everybody's already here. Looks like we're the last ones to...
You're here.
Ah, there you are.
Well, look who finally decided to show up.
You look like you came here immediately after finishing up some work.
But we're not late, are we?
I propose that the last one who arrived be put in charge of today's speeches.
Nah, there won't be any.
Oh, really?
Come join us over here. Let's share some.
Everything looks quite good.
Wow. Whoa. The food was specially prepared for you by everyone in the Grand Bazaar. Everyone that came said.
Feels.
Being a bodyguard is also a hero. And I'm happy to meet everyone.
Don't mention it.
Come to think of it.
We owe it to our abilities. And
Really?
That's how I
it's luck that, moreover,
Yeah, it was everyone. So, would you say we're good actors too? It's such a.
Yes, even after being. Less. This should be something everybody should remember. You look surprised. I didn't say anything wrong.
no, everything you
That's good.
Something wrong?
Yeah, what's with that face?
Even if those two giants, those sages If you bite the hand that feeds you, don't.
Perhaps I shouldn't.
You could simply.
I respect our dude. While we're on this topic,
Are you trying to.
Why? But
I did have my. If the rules of.
by that,
Precisely.
Wait, so
It's reason and.
You've
You flatter.
all right then.
that's right.
will you be.
It's not about
Even so,
Thank.
I seldom participate in such. No, the Grand Bazaar. That happy. Oh well.
it's so nice to de-stress.
My lady.
Yes, What in a.
You said it. Oh, look who else is here.
Hello. Oh, I'm so happy.
Hey, less of that.
Ah, there. Well, how is it? It's the first time. You see, make sure you live it up tonight. I'm honored to have her think. I can't explain why. We're way behind schedule.
The atmosphere here is good. I don't often have a lot to handle these days.
Hey, what's wrong? Your head is starting to droop. Hey, you can't just fall asleep here. Paimon will go find something delicious for you to eat. You wake up, of course. Just. It's me. You may blame me for being The connection between us is amazing. I heard there's an amazing Lately, I've been so busy dealing with all you've already. Please say thank you to everyone. Oh. But what if I end up scaring? Yes, I have. You said I should go thank everyone as myself, right? So, I've decided to borrow your body for the time being. Everyone! Are you awake now? Paimon was just a... It's me. Huh? That voice. Nahida?
Hold up. What's going on?
I didn't expect to have a conversation with the consciousness of Lesser Lord Kusanali in the Grand Bazaar.
No, of course not. Are you? Hello, Nilu. You know who I am? Yes. I already know every one of you. Nilu, Alhathiam, Sino, Dia, Paimon, and Dunyarzad.
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
I took the liberty of occupying the traveler's body so that I could thank you so much. Had you not helped me to resolve people refer to you as the Please, allow me.
Lesser Lord.
Dunyarzad.
You don't need to be so ceremonial.
This is how the
You're an Archon, but you act so humble.
I'm honored. Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Are you awake? Did you rest well? After Nahida left, you ate a lot of food. You've become a glutton. Alright. So she should be in the
Next on the agenda. Next on the agenda. Next on the agenda.
Hello, traveler. What a fantastic... So are we. Is there anything you want? He's still in a coma. I know you have many misgivings, but don't worry. In addition, his future will be... Is that where you're headed next? As far as I know. Does their Archon personally No, there's a Chief Justice in Fontaine. However, as Archon, she... Anyway, You mean, what happened after the doc? You guessed correctly. The top-ranked Fatui Harbingers, up to number... However, I'm sure you remember the entity that changed your... In fact, the Heavenly Principles has been quiet since the Conria disaster 500 years ago. I told him that the Heavenly Prince... I assumed that and at the exchange... After recent event, I've given it... But this is definitely the Akasha Central... Although people may initially... And as the former sage, I hope that the other big issue... I've already... Are you sure? Huh? About your sister. While you were resting at Gandharvaville, I took some time to perform an Irminsul search for information on your sister.
Yeah, isn't Irminsul a repository for all the information and memories of Teyvat? So there shouldn't be anything on him or his sister.
This is true in your case. Irminsul indeed does not have any information on you. However, there must be something different about your sister. Because, as it turns out, the world has recorded information on her after all.
What?
There is only one possible explanation. She belongs to this world.
But nothing about this makes any sense! Wasn't this your first trip to Teyvat?
According to the records I was able to access, your sibling suddenly appeared in Conria. After the Conria disaster, she began her journey through the 7 nations of Teyvat. But just as her journey was about to reach its conclusion, the Irminsul records on her suddenly become fuzzy.
What do you mean, fuzzy? Did something happen to her?
All I know for sure is that somebody, for reasons only they can know, is deliberately obfuscating her fate. And whoever it is, if they can do that, who knows what else they're capable of.
But even that wouldn't explain how she somehow comes from this world.
Something else I noticed was that according to these records, the Fatui have not classified your sibling as one of the Descenders.
What's a Descender?
Look, I'm sure you must be curious about the information I received from the Fatui in return for my gnosis, right? A very important part of the intel was about this world's Descenders. External beings, ones that don't belong to this world. Traveler, you are Teyvat's 4th Descender.
Huh? So the Fatui count 3 other Descenders before the Traveler, and his sister isn't even one of them?
That's right. My current hypothesis is that the first Descender was likely what we now call the Heavenly Principles. As for the other Descenders, I still need to verify their existence. It could take me some time.
Paimon's head's about to burst from all this crazy new information.
And yet, even knowing all this, I'm sure you must still have a lot of unanswered questions. I must say, there are many questions in my heart as well. And soon, you'll also be... I'm very interested if fate is the...
Paimon, sure...
The pleasure is all... Alright, that's...